pattern songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So while coming to the studio, FJ had an accident, and thank God for his life. He's free, he's young, and he's kicking. You know, still less. Nothing touches him. You know, but he's right here with us, and I like to hand over to the girls today to because they have to do the talking while I stay behind and you know, looking at them and maybe admiring them closely. Okay, so I'd like to invite Lady Jenny, Lady Ivy, and Botalala. FJ is riding here in the studio. So ask him the question. You already prepared a question for him. So ask him. Let's get to know about him. Okay.
Yeah.
Lady Jenny. Okay. Thank you.
Wow, wow. I'll first appreciate God because it's not easy. Like hearing the testimony of having an accident and being here, I would appreciate God, and I appreciate your courage. It was quite a good courage, you know.
Yes, because you still came here. A lot of persons are probably gone home, feeling discouraged, but
And
you're
all
strong, you're vibrant, and you're here.
That was a good courage. I must commend. So welcome and welcome MJ, and it's nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure. The pleasure's all mine, and I appreciate you guys. And I thank God most for actually making it possible for me to be in the studio today. I actually almost wanted to like lose the appointment. Came a little bit late, but I think I thank God. It's better late than never.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
So, what's your full name?
My full name. My full name is Jonah Atal Carito.
So what's with the FJ?
Yeah.
FJ is you know every artist has a stage name.
Okay.
My stage name is FJ Father Jack. It's an acronym for Father Jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what inspired you to go into music? Why music?
Music is basically an inspiration. I think when you're inspired, then you're actually prepared for a greater future. It's about the society. It's not about you. You understand? When you get this inspiration, like you get something that's an impulse, something that talks to you inside, within, it comes from within,
Okay.
and you're supposed to express it. And
Okay.
if you don't express it, maybe you might live with it, you maybe die with it. It's crazy.
Exactly.
You understand? It's crazy, but
That's
it's
why they
inspiration.
said the graveyard is the richest place on earth.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. There's a song, there's a song on this album, Broken Dreams. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about dreams that actually was not met, and they all went to the grave. Gazillions are buried in the ashes.
No, we'll listen to it.
Yeah.
We will listen to that one anyway because I can't be this curious and just be that way.
Broken Dreams.
So, how long have you been in the industry,
Like,
the music industry?
yeah, I really don't have a date or like a time frame I've been in the industry. My whole life I've been doing music.
Wow.
My whole life I've been doing music. I was born into music. My dad was a musician. And
Okay.
music was is an household thing.
Okay.
I have brothers, sisters to sing. I mean, doing music like a whole life. It's a natural thing.
Wow. So, how do you manage music and family?
Like I told you, music is a household thing. It's not like family is different, music is different. Music is fun.
Okay.
Music is fun. You know, when you're gifted musically, it's not like everybody wants to be a musician. Like today, everybody wants to be a musician.
Yeah.
Most person just look at that kid and say, "You go out and sing." It's funny.
And
It's funny.
everybody came from the ghetto.
Yeah.
Everybody came from the ghetto. Everybody's telling you, everybody's rapping the streets. You get to the
Yeah,
street and you
yeah.
find out people that really came from the streets. But music and family, I think it blends in perfectly.
Okay.
It's a perfect blend. Doesn't like give hitches or stuff like that. The family understands that this is what we do, and music understands that we have a family to keep because family comes first.
Okay.
But music is part of the family too, so it's just like an everyday thing.
Okay, so if not music, what else would you be doing? Probably would you be a footballer, a dancer, a teacher? What would you be doing?
A very good point.
Yeah, that's a good question. I really appreciate that question. You know, if it wasn't for music, I'm this person that I don't even like being in the public.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I hated the spotlight. Growing up as a kid, coming to do music, I stayed in the class because it all started from like elementary, secondary days, way back. while I was in the class, I'll be singing, maybe miming a song to one of my friends, a colleague like that in the class. And he'd be like, man, you sound good, man. You sound really good, man. We're having a competition. We're having a show tomorrow, man. This competition, you're supposed to represent us. And I'll be shy. In fact, you have to pull me out forcefully, like, you must come do this thing. You understand? So I'll have to go out. So I never liked that public life. So apart from music, I would have been probably an engineer, doing something on the low key, something that takes me away from the public view.
Yeah.
I like this kind of low, quiet kind of lifestyle.
Okay, so sir, but how are you able to overcome such fear?
Yeah.
Like stage fright, being in the spotlight and the rest.
Yeah. It was difficult though. But at the time I had to accept my reality, knowing that I was gifted in this thing and people really wanted me to do this thing.
Yeah, okay.
You understand? So I had to go out and kill the whole fright, if I put it that way. Yeah. I had to avoid the fright and everything. I took it. I took it like a man. This is what you do, and people appreciate you for it. Yeah, I took it like a man. I took it like a man. Yeah, I had to man up and take a man to like, man, I'm ready for this.
Okay. So hearing the fact that you're gifted, yes, that struck me. I think the fans would appreciate you do a freestyle, or there's a particular song you talked about earlier. You spoke about broken dreams. So I think the fans will appreciate you choose to do either the freestyle or broken dreams.
Just probably
A liner. Just bring us into the song.
Okay.
Let's feel it. Let's feel the vibe.
Okay, let me just mime the little lyrics for you guys. Maybe we'll share something in the studio.
Okay.
Wait till of course, they should be vibing.
Probably.
Let me tell you something. I'm on a mission, you can call me the missionary. With a vision, you can call me the visionary. Idolize, people call me the legendary. But a simple man, I got no time for your pleasantries. A street soldier lived the life of the military. I put in walk, you can call me the missionary. I school is on the street, I'm like a I don't want to go down there. You're already vibing. I was a little freak.
So we really appreciate your time. We really appreciate that song. That was a very good one. Like I was dancing already. I couldn't even feel my legs. Like
What you doing?
Missionary. It was just that's good rhyme anyway. So what would you advise your coming musicians and fans out there?
I once had a word for the upcoming artists and young artists and aspiring musicians. Music is really big. It's really big. There's a lot to it. One thing about artistry is development. You must develop yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
When you have talent, you have skill, you're good at what you do, but you need to go develop yourself, like work on yourself. I spent most of the time in the studio with young artists. I see artists come to the studio, artists that are not ready to record. They tell you they want to make a record. They want to be out there. They want to be heard. And it's a pity. And what I advise young artists, what I really want artists to actually go home with is this. Sing songs that are basically the reflection of your society.
Yeah.
The society, reflect the society. There's something that goes on today. I see artists that haven't eaten. Okay. He comes to the studio, and if the song he wants to record is at the pop away, at the pop music, they'll have breakfast. And I'm looking at this young man, you're like, what's up with you? You understand? When we had Appetite going on in South Africa, we had a whole lot of Nigerian artists singing about that. It was a team. Sing songs that reflect the society, that has a direct your story. Tell your real story. I mean, the world is going to feel you better when you're real by yourself.
Yes.
So that's what I advise young artists. And besides that, there's no advice. You live and you learn. That's it.
Okay, so
So that's really deep, Because sometimes when I write, I find that when I write with first person, like I'm telling a story about myself, I write better than when I'm writing about people and the rest.
Exactly.
At least if we tell our story, like deep down, it touches people a lot more than when you just start singing because everybody wants to sing, everybody wants to be an artist and the rest.
And just what just popped my head right now. For a better understanding on singing a song to reflect our society, can you do us a song that reflects this society? Yeah, we would appreciate you to us a song that reflects this society. Like,
You're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Society with no sanity, inhumanity in my community.
Oh my God.
Society with no sanity, inhumanity in my community. I'm from the land of the black gold, where slave souls still multiply and grow old. We're still bold, though many stories untold. To the slave souls, so the misery barely unfold. But black love still represents the real thing. This foreign culture got me going through this mad pain. With youth residents coupled with police arrest. 9 minutes. No, I need to hold it down.
You know what?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What you just did right now is to keep you hungry.
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
So let's
you have to get
keep that
you have to
suspense.
get this album.
You need this album, like you need it.
I
You
don't
don't
have
just
mine.
yeah.
I think I'm going to take yours as well.
No. You want us to do that. You know, I need to hear something better. Like I need to hear something like this at home, you know, because songs like this are what make what brings alive what is there. Like they are words. Like it could be the
So
bad
deep.
mood and
Yes.
you hear this and you just get restored and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's this light.
Yeah, I think it's more of poetry to me. Like,
That's why I
if
said you would have
sit-
probably gone into
Yes.
poetry.
Yeah.
You would think like God. No, I love it.
I